Mother or wife? Once, a young man named David lived with his mother, Martha. Martha took care of everything for David. She cooked his meals, cleaned his house, and looked after him. However, one day, David got married to a beautiful woman named Emma. Emma moved in with David and Martha, and at first, everything went smoothly. But soon, tension arose, and the two women began to quarrel. Martha started to dislike her daughter-in-law, Emma, and Emma began to resent her mother-in-law. One evening, David returned home late from working in the fields. "Emma," he said, "I'm exhausted. Please bring me some water, I want to wash myself." But Emma didn't respond. David called out again, "Emma," he cried, "I'm starving. Where's my dinner?" Still, Emma remained silent. Frustrated, David asked, "What's wrong with you? Why aren't you answering me?" Emma began to cry. "It's your mother," she said. "She hates me. She argues with me constantly. 'You stupid, lazy girl,' she says. 'Why did my son marry you? I can't live with her any longer.'" David looked at Emma, who was beautiful, and whom he deeply loved. "Please, my darling," he said, "try to get along with her. She's old, and she won't be with us forever." But Emma wasn't willing to discuss it. "Bring me my dinner," she demanded. "There is no dinner," Emma replied. "I can't cook when that old woman is around. Do this, do that, she says. That's wrong, that's bad, she keeps telling me. But what can I do?" David said. "She's my mother. This is her home. I can't send her away." "You must choose," Emma insisted. "You can live with me, or you can live with her, but you can't have both of us." That night, David went to bed hungry, unable to sleep. "What am I going to do?" he thought. "How can I choose between my wife and my mother? My mother loves me. She took care of me when I was a child. But Emma is young and beautiful. I'll love her, and I can't live without her." The next morning, Emma asked, "Well, David, have you made your choice? Do you want your mother or me?" "I want both of you," David replied. "You can't have both of us," Emma stated firmly. "Kill your mother. She's old and won't live much longer. But I'm young, and we love each other. We can have many happy years together." "Kill my mother?" David said, shocked. "What are you saying? How can I kill my mother?" David went off to work in the fields, and all day, he thought about what Emma had said. "Emma is right," he eventually concluded. "My mother is old, and her life isn't as valuable now. I'll take her up the mountain and throw her over the cliff. Then Emma and I will be alone together, and we'll be happy." That evening, David returned home. "Well?" asked Emma. "Have you made your choice?" "Yes," answered David. "I've chosen you. Tomorrow, I will take my mother up the mountain and throw her over the cliff. Now, bring me some water, I'm tired and want to wash myself." Emma quickly fetched the water and returned. "Now," David said, "bring me my dinner. I'm hungry." "Yes," Emma replied, "I've cooked all your favorite dishes. Once your mother is gone, I will make them for you every day." The next morning, David got up early and woke his mother. "Mother," he said, "we're going on a journey today. I'll take you up the mountain. It's very cool up there, and I think you'll enjoy it." Martha looked at him, surprised. "I'm old," she said. "I can't walk up the mountain." "Then I'll carry you," David replied. He lifted her up and began to carry her up the mountain. At first, Martha was happy. "You're so kind, David," she said. "I haven't been here in years. It's lovely to see these old places again." David remained silent. As they climbed higher, the path became steeper and more difficult. Eventually, they reached the top of a cliff. "My son," Martha said quietly, "I know what you're planning to do. I understand everything, but please be careful. Throw me over the cliff, but don't fall over yourself. Look, there's a tree. When you push me, hold on to a branch of the tree to keep yourself safe." David looked at her, stunned. "Mother," he said, "you know what I want to do. You understand everything, but you still love me. You're worried about me, And you don't want me to get hurt. Martha smiled sadly. Ah, my dear, she said, only a mother knows true love. One day, you'll have a child of your own, and then you'll understand. Then you'll really love another person. David put his mother down and sat beside her. He put his head in his hands and began to think. Does Emma love me as much as this? He wondered. No, she doesn't. How good and kind my mother is. I wanted to kill her, but she still loves me. Then he thought about Emma. She's a wicked woman, he realized. Kill your mother, she said. I loved her once, but I don't love her now. I've made my choice. I will keep my mother and send Emma away. So, David carried his mother back down the mountain and took her home. He sent Emma away and lived happily with his mother for many years.